Well, Ellen, thanks for coming in today. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you to come in because, we're about halfway through the semester, and I always like to check in, see how students are doing. I noticed your last exam wasn't great.
Yeah.
That makes me concerned that if we don't do a strong performance at the end of the semester, things might not turn out so well for the course.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of your performance so far?
Well, it's definitely not what I was hoping and thinking I would be doing at this point.
Okay.
So I thought I'd be doing better.
So you're kind of disappointed
Yeah.
in how you've done?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is causing your performance?
I'm just really busy between, my son, and I feel like I can't do things as fast as the other kids, so I feel like it takes everything I do takes twice as long as they have to do it, and so it just makes it a lot harder, and a lot of them don't have kids too, it seems like, to take care of, so.
So you've kind of got a double whammy of you've got a lot going on and
Yeah.
a lot of demands on your time, and you also feel like it takes you longer than what you perceive it to be taking some of the other kids.
Yeah, they seemed something that takes them 30 minutes seemed to take me an hour and a half to do. So.
Okay. What's that about, you think? Why do you think it takes you longer than you expect?
I don't know. It's just been so long since I've been in school, and I feel like when we have to do the online quizzes and things like that, it seems like my battle is just figuring out how to, use the online programming, and they just click away and can get right to the quiz, and me, I get so frustrated, just trying to figure out that part. By the time I get to the quiz, I'm so exhausted that.
So dealing with computers and the interface isn't as comfortable and easy for you as it seems like it is for...
No, it's really frustrating to have to work.
It doesn't come easily and intuitive for you.
No, not at all.
Okay. And you also mentioned it's been a while since you've been in school, so it's a bit of an adjustment to get back into that.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of cobwebs in my in my head when it comes to school stuff and figuring out, when's a good time. What if I have 30 minutes? Should I do something related to school, or should I do something related to getting housework done, or and then just other things. It's not the same as when I was in it before.
Right. And you said cobwebs. It seems like a different kind of learning than you've done in a number of years.
Yeah, and it is, because I just have to, it's reading and memorization and other tasks, whereas, at my other jobs I was doing things, and I feel like I was learning, I could learn much more quickly from experience rather than memorizing and spitting out things.
It's a different way of using your brain
Yes.
in the classroom than what you've been used to.
Yeah, very different.
And I can understand that. I'm sure there is some adjustment there.
Yeah.
So.
And I know that eventually, because I really want to, nursing is like my dream thing, and I know that eventually I'll be able to do the hands-on thing, and at the beginning it's a lot of memorization, but it's just, feels like a huge hill to climb.
Okay. So it feels like to you, if you could get past kind of the book learning classroom parts of it and get in the practical, it's going to come much easier than this. Okay.
Yes.
Well, one of my goals is not just to help you succeed in this class, but to help you succeed in your degree program and move towards your goals. One of the things that would help me kind of better understand you and get to know you a little bit is if you could put on a 1 to 10 scale, with 10 being super important, 1 being not at all important. How important is your degree program to you? How important is a college degree, 1 to 10?
Probably like a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super important for you.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is it such a high number?
Well, because, it's something that's been a goal of mine, and I want my son to go to college, and so I think it's important for me to have done that, and it'll be a much higher income and really help with the financial things. I know it's down the road, but the income from being a nurse will be a lot better.
Okay.
And I'll be doing something that I've wanted to do for quite some time.
Okay. So you want to set a good example for your son and set him up for college. You also want to improve your family's financial situation and have a good paying career. Those are terrific.
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of?
I feel like I should. Not that I should, but that I need to, because if I didn't, I'd be selling myself short. Like, I
Okay.
feel like I'm better than what I've been doing. And
Okay.
and I don't always feel like that, but that voice in the back of my head has always told me when I'm at these other jobs that I should be doing something better.
You kind of owe it to yourself.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself to pursue this dream and to do what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Okay, that's terrific.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a similar question, 1 to 10. How confident are you that you're going to be able to ultimately achieve this? 1 to 10, again, with 10 being totally confident and sure, 0 being not at all confident.
Probably like a 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
quite a bit lower.
Yeah.
So it's super important to you, but you have some doubts
Yeah.
about whether you can. What's that about? Why a 3 and not a 8 or 9?
For one, I didn't do very well on the first test, but also with the financial stress, I know that I'm getting help, but there's still tons of bills that are just being put on hold, and it's just really difficult to, when I know that's hanging, it's a dark cloud over my head, and knowing that I need to take care of that is really hard for me to focus and feel like I'll ever get out of debt.
And that creates a lot of stress for you and makes it hard to really get into what you're doing.
Yeah, it is. And when I hear I'm studying, I'm thinking, I could be working, or a little bit of guilt knowing that I'm
Right.
going to school instead of working, and knowing that my son wants to get extra help in school or wants to take an extra sport on, and knowing that that's really going to create a lot of financial difficulties for us.
Sure.
And
So even though you see the financial benefits in the long term, in the short term, there's a voice inside that says, maybe I need to drop this and get a
Yeah.
part-time job and do something else.
I know it's an investment. I just don't know if I'm one of those people that can make that investment.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of paying off bills.
Okay. That's a big challenge.
Yeah.
So why 3 and not 1? Why do you have some confidence that you can do this?
I think that I have the ability to do it. I think that somewhere up there I have the brain power to do it.
Okay.
I got decent enough scores on a placement, so I think that I'm smart enough to do it.
Okay. So you think you've got the ability, if
Yeah.
you can get the time and the space to do it, you've got
Yeah.
the ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Anything else?
I was able to work and raise my son, and I think he turned out okay so far at 15. And so I think that, I've done that, and it seems like I shouldn't be spending as much time on school as I did working a 40-hour-a-week job. So if I could do that, I just don't see why I can't do this.
Right. So you've done some challenging stuff in your life.
Yeah.
You've done some things, you've faced some challenges,
Yeah.
and maybe this is a challenge that you set your mind to it, you'll face as well.
Yeah.
And you've got that. You believe you've got that innate ability to do the work, to learn the material. You got to shake off some of the cobwebs and get used to that type of learning again.
Yeah.
But once you maybe make that adjustment, you'll be able to do it. And you also mentioned earlier, once you get through these kind of classes and get to the more practical stuff, you're pretty confident that that's going to come much easier.
Yeah.
for you.
I do think so.
So.
It's just getting through these ones.
Okay. Well, what do you think is the next step? Where could I be of some help?
I don't know. How can you help me? Give me a better grade. Or help me get a better grade.
Well, certainly, as far as this class goes, I'd be more than happy to meet with you more regularly, review some material, maybe help you with some study strategies or whatnot. There may be some tips I could give you that could help clean out those cobwebs and make studying come a little bit easier for you.
Okay.
We've got other resources on campus if you thought they'd be of use to you, that might be able to help you with some of those same things and performing the best that you can. There's a lot of resources on campus to help with that. But those resources only are helpful to students who have really made up their mind that they're willing to do whatever it takes to succeed.
Yeah.
And it sounds to me like you might be there. You've got some real reasons why this matters to you,
Yeah.
and you want to do better.
Yeah. I do.
That's great.
Okay.
Well, why don't we shift gears maybe, and then talk a little bit about how you've been studying, and see if I have some tips for you, and I can give you some contacts for these other resources, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Thanks, Helen.
Mm-hmm.